One day I found out because of one client. He's a Spanish client,
Yeah,
right? He barely speak English,
yeah,
and he was one of my favorite clients, right?
yeah,
He start to change, like his face start to turn into dark. He's more angry, he's
yeah.
frustrated, and I told him, "Well, what's going on?" And he said,
Right.
"No, no, 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 just give me that, and I want to buy this and that." I start to notice that he's more addicted and he's changing and said, "Okay, what's that happening? Like what's going on? I'm part of this.
Yeah,
I'm a smoke shop owner and I'm part of what he's doing." So I told him, "Okay, let me not sell you this time." He went so mad. "Come on, I like you, man. I don't
yeah,
want you to do that for yourself."
yeah,
Then since that day, I said, "I don't want this business."
yeah. You didn't want to hurt people.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
Yeah, I said I don't want to be part of this.
yeah,
I meant for more. It's
yeah.
not fun anymore because okay, you smoke, you feel pleasure, right? You get that pleasure for
Instant pleasure.
instant pleasure for how many hours? And what happened the next day? You're gonna have it again. So
Yep.
you're counting on happiness from something outside. It's
Yeah,
from substance abuse.
yeah,
You're abusing your body and your mind. So I said, that's not me. And also, my daughter, when they asked her at school, what's the job of your dad?
yeah,
She told them, oh, he owns online business. She never told them about smoke shop. She was like, hey,
yeah.
I don't want to do this.
Welcome to the Limitless CEO. Today we have another guest. He's a special guest, Rami Raidan. He's a digital marketing coach, a digital marketing influencer, and he's also a life coach. And I mean, he's a really good guy. I appreciate him. I met him at the IE Mastermind, and I really thank you for coming and taking the time to come here. I know it's a long drive, and thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here and this opportunity. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate what you're doing at the same time. This is so beautiful.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Can you tell us a little bit about you? Who is Rami Raidan, and how is it growing like? And a little bit about your background.
Yes. Rami Raidan, 42 years old. I'm married to my beautiful wife, Sally, and I have three kids. Originally, I'm from Beirut, Lebanon, right? And I grew up there. I'm from the mountain area, but I grew up in Beirut. Moved to Chicago in 2010.
Yeah,
My family been here for a long time before me, and I moved with my wife, and we started business, living the chasing the American dream,
yeah, yeah.
right?
like everybody.
Like everybody. Um, then after like living in Chicago for 10 years, I decided we have our three kids there, and we decided to move. I decided actually to move to Australia
Yeah,
to get to know, to live with my friends better there, as I thought it's to be around my community, because they all my friends I grew up with, they live in Australia. I said, okay, let's move there. My brother moved there. I want to move there.
yeah.
Then it was a big move for me.
Right.
So we decided, me and my wife, to go there with our three kids. We went there for 1 year. Then we found out it's gonna be hard for us to be there. Uh, for her, it was just like the lifestyle is really messed up a little,
Yeah,
and we have a lot of friends, a lot of commitments, and we're
yeah,
not focusing. And also for the paperwork, a lot of things we have to do, and for her, like, we're Americans, we don't
yeah,
need to come here, we can go back. She
yeah,
loved America a lot, and
yeah.
and the lifestyle here.
How is it different
So
from Australia and America?
it's the it's completely different. If
Yeah,
you go there, it's a slow pace,
yeah,
right? But at the same time, good. I don't see it bad.
right.
But it's very slow. Like at 6, everything closed, right? In some places, sometimes the my brother was there on New Year, and he
Yeah.
was surprised the airport was at 12 done.
Wow.
Yeah, they opened the second day at
Yeah,
6, but at 12 at midnight they close. So it's slower than here. Here
yeah.
we're rushing,
24
running all the
hours.
day. Yes,
Yeah,
they are different in the lifestyle, and they are more like also connected to nature. There, it's
yeah.
more than
There's less crime over there.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's less quiet there.
Nice.
Yeah. And of course, if you look at the population, it's like the whole continent is like 24 million
Yeah.
people. Here, California, we're 40 plus million, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
more
so
than double.
that's
Yeah.
that's a big difference too. So we moved to back to US, and we came to California. We came here. My brother is here. My cousin is here, and said, okay. My father, he said, I'll move there too if you're moving. So we moved here, and okay, same thing. I want to start a business. What business I can do? And everyone told me, smoke shop.
Yeah.
You're a king. If smoke shop in
Yeah.
California, you're gonna make money,
Everybody smokes.
and everybody smokes. And I
Yeah.
used to smoke.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not a smoker anymore. I used to smoke and smoke flower, and I smoke cigarettes since I was 17, maybe.
Oh.
You know, I quit for 5 years, but then I went back to smoking. I drink, and that lifestyle.
Yeah.
So I got the smoke shop in Upland, and every day I go to the smoke shop and go to my back to home, and then I said, okay, my wife wanted always wanted me to do Amazon business, so I started another company to do Amazon, and I have three brands, and it's beautiful. But there's something missing in my life, right?
Yeah.
I'm I'm a smoke shop owner. I go to Vegas every year for the what
Is
they
it the expo?
yeah, the expo.
Yeah.
I go everywhere I want, and there's something missing. I'm not happy with
Yeah.
what I'm doing. So one day I found out because of one client. He's a Spanish client,
Yeah.
right? He barely speak English,
Yeah.
and he was one of my favorite clients, right?
Yeah.
He start to change, like his face start to turn into dark,
Yeah.
right? Every week he comes in, then he used to come every week
Is it
once a
like
time.
different energy when you say
Yeah.
dark? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like yeah, he's more angry, he's
Yeah.
frustrated, and I told him, "Well, what's going on?" And he said,
Right.
"No, no, 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 just give me that, and I want to buy this and that." Then I start to notice that he's more addicted,
Yeah.
you know, and he's changing, and said, okay, what's that happening, like what's going on? I'm part of this.
Yeah.
I'm a smoke shop owner, and I'm part of what he's doing, right? Because
Yeah.
he come here buy accessories. So I told him, okay, let me not sell you this time. He went so mad, and come on, I like you, man, I don't want you
Yeah.
to do that for
Yeah.
yourself. Then since that day, I said, I don't want this business.
Yeah. You didn't want to hurt people.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I don't want to be part of this.
Yeah.
I meant for more. It's
Yeah.
not fun anymore, and
Yeah.
we're not, because okay, you smoke, you feel pleasure, right? You get
Y-
that pleasure for
Instant pleasure.
instant pleasure for how many hours,
Maybe
right?
like an hour max.
Yeah, and what happened the next day? You're gonna have it again. So
Yep.
you're counting on happiness from something outside. It's
Yeah.
from substance abuse.
Yeah.
You're abusing your body and your mind. So I said, that's not me. And also my daughter, when they ask her at school what's the job of your dad,
Yeah.
she told them, oh, he owns online business. She never told them about smoke shop. She was like, okay,
Yeah.
I don't want to do this. Said, okay, it's a sign for me to get out,
Yeah.
and with no judgment at the same time, because I smoke, and I'm at that level, right?
Yeah. But what was going through your mind? You were like,
But I said, it's time for me to change,
yeah.
to do something different.
Right.
I'm gonna get out of this. So I sold the business, and before, in the process, it took me like 4 months. I start to look for something else. Then I found that there's a guy here
Yeah.
named Tony Robbins
Yeah.
that he really changed people's life.
Yeah.
He has a
And
program,
when was this? How long ago?
4 years, no, less, like 3 years.
3 years? Okay.
Yeah, 3 years.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, if there's a guy, why I didn't see him before? Because I've
Yeah.
been going with the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
Like if you Tony Ellis, he said, proximity is power.
Yeah.
right? Who's your circle?
Right.
And my circle was completely different from self development,
Yeah.
from people who
Yeah. And what is proximity? Just for the audience.
proximity is who you spend time with, who's your close
Your
circle,
circle.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
Proximity can be for anything. It's like friends,
Hmm.
knowledge. Any proximity is a
Yeah.
main like defining something close
Okay.
to you,
Yeah.
right? And it's power. If you hang out with guys who do business, you're gonna be business driven, right? If you
Yeah.
hang out with guys who do drugs, you're gonna go that way. So this is where proximity gives you the power.
Yeah.
So and the power, it can be in different forms.
Right.
So when I found that there's this guy Tony Robbins and he teach this and he got this program and the other program,
Yeah.
I went, I started to go deep with that, right? I said, okay, I meant for more. Let me go see what's behind. And at the same time, I knew about spirituality,
Yeah.
about self awareness, right? About enlightenment. So these subjects, before I never heard about them. About alchemy and the five elements.
Yeah.
So if we talk to anyone now, or you talk to me 3 years ago, so what you're talking about, and this is not for me.
Yeah.
But if you look deep, it's our existence, it's our purpose. So we have to talk about them. It's not an option anymore.
Yeah.
We have to not to live on the surface of things. We have to go deep and to know the meaning why we're here.
Right.
Okay, so I start to follow a coach on YouTube. Then I found that coach, he got courses and courses about the seven laws of the universe and about the alchemy, about the energy and about the existence and about the separation that we people living in. So each subject, I was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. This is so deep. Let me go more and see
Yeah.
what's behind it. Then I found out that we're here. We're not only the body, as I used to think. And this information I'm sharing is it's not, it doesn't belong to a religion, it doesn't belong to some teaching. It's more a self discovery, and anything I'm sharing, I'm responsible for it. It's on my
Yeah.
based on
Base experience.
my experience. It's
Yeah.
not something to influence anyone. I found out that yes, we're not the body, we're not the mind, we're more than that. We're the soul that living earth experience.
Yeah.
Okay. So Earth is like a school. We come here to learn and level up,
Yeah.
to grow. So our main purpose is to grow. And when I say grow, is to grow from anything you avoid to do.
Yeah.
Like for example, if I have hate inside of me, or I have anger, that means if I don't get rid of this, I want to grow because I'm
Yeah.
holding something that doesn't serve me. Then I learned that there's a lower self and a higher self.
Hmm.
The lower self is when you do something that doesn't serve you, doesn't is
Hmm.
not good for your body, is not good for your health overall and your growth.
Yeah. So that
And
would be like all the like the vices, like drinking, smoking, partying, not
yes.
taking care of your
Yes,
body.
yes. And there is nothing right or
Right.
wrong. There's a result for everything you do.
Right.
Right?
For
No, nothing to judge. I'm not here to judge drinking. I'm
right.
not here to
But for
judge
every
that.
action, there's a reaction, right? So
Yes.
yeah.
And you are what you do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you act more from the lower self, you
Yeah.
end up with the result from the lower self. And
Yeah.
then I'll talk later about these steps, like
Yeah.
the results, where the results comes from.
Yeah.
And if you act from the higher self, then you are more grounded and connected to the true self. When we say higher self, the
Hmm.
true self,
That's the true
because
self. Yeah.
yeah, because our body, think about it this way. Our body is our temple that
Mm.
is holding our spirit,
Yeah.
right? So we are not the body. It's something we use,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
in our journey. Since we are babies, we feed this body from outside, from the food,
So
right?
we're just borrowing,
Yes,
basically.
yes. Then there's the spirit
Mm-hmm.
or the mind. Let's say body and the mind, right?
Yeah.
The mind it's also is like a computer,
Mm-hmm.
process information, and whatever you put in this mind, you
Mm-hmm.
get out. So junk in, junk out.
Yeah.
You stay watching movies and playing games, you're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna learn about something useful,
Yeah.
right? If you keep your life doing this. But if you start to learn and educate yourself and know why we're here and know new things, learn new things
Mm-hmm.
to help humanity, help other, help yourself, then you're using your mind in the right way.
Yeah.
So I found, okay, it's a decision that we take, okay, to move in life. It's not the condition that we're in, it's the decision. And I will talk, I learned this.
But how do you define like the low and the high, and how do you like choose to be your true self? Like,
Okay,
because I know like it's like there's two levels, the
yes,
low and the high. But how can people get to the high? Because
I will
that's
tell
like
you.
the harder
I
part.
will tell you in a very, very simple example. All
Yeah.
right. The truth, God created the truth, and it's always there.
Yeah.
And when we say enlightenment, it's
Mm-hmm.
not something like good or bad. Imagine you go to a room, a dark room,
Yeah.
that has toys on the ground, right?
Yeah.
And has books and has everything inside it.
Yeah.
And it was dark.
Right.
When you use the light,
Mm-hmm.
right? A flashlight
Yep.
or turn on the light,
Mm-hmm.
it's got the enlightenment, right?
Yeah.
You can see everything as is,
Right.
right? If there's dust,
Yeah.
there's dirt,
You'll see it.
there's books, there's toys, there's candy, there's whatever in that room, you
Yeah.
will see it as is. And the truth, God created the truth always, always there in everything. When we say lower self or higher self,
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. If now we bring um, a fast food plate,
Yeah.
okay, and a soda drink,
Right.
okay, and look at them. If what I relate to this, pain or pleasure, because this is our human mind,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay? Usually, because of the media and the advertising, what do you see? They advertise the fancy looking, luxurious
Hamburger,
hamburger and
juicy.
yes, juicy and they have a lot of ton of sugar there.
Yeah.
If you want to go to the truth of it, right, and look at it, if you're not aware, you relate more pleasure to it than pain,
Yeah.
right? But in truth, is it pleasure or pain for your body?
It's pain.
It's pain.
Yeah.
So the truth is always there. So when
Mm.
you know the truth and act when
Mm-hmm.
you know the truth and eat it,
Mm-hmm.
then you are choosing, you're acting
Mm.
from the lower self.
Yeah. What about when you don't know?
When you don't know, you're not aware.
You're not aware. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you keep getting the same results,
Mm-hmm.
right? And doing the same action and getting the same results,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want to change, that's, as Einstein said this, it's one of the craziest things to keep doing the same thing
Yeah.
and expecting different results. So if your body is not good and you don't feel well and you're not healthy and you go eat burgers all the time, so you have
You're
to
acting on the lower self because
yeah,
you
so
have a
you have
track record on
right.
how you feel. And if you eat something that is healthy and you're eating healthy, you're feeling good. So you know you have a track record of feeling good. So you
Yes.
decide to go on the high or the low.
Yes, so we are what we eat. And this is an example. I'm not
Y-
giving a
Yeah.
nutrition session here or
No, but it
something.
makes total
It's
sense.
just what we choose. Like I still till today I eat burgers.
Yeah.
When we go out with the kids, sometimes there's no options. We have to eat pizza with all the cheese and the grease, and
Yeah.
I do, and I love it, to be honest, right?
Yeah.
But it's what you do every day. So
Yeah. But
if
it's
you
more like a
if you
balance,
cheat
right?
once a week is fine, right? But
Yeah.
we do every day is what we become,
Become. Yeah.
right? What we feed our mind and our body every day, right?
Yeah.
And I used to have a lot of habits that doesn't serve me, and I start to track myself based on the lower
Yeah.
and the higher self. And at the end, no one to judge because it's me versus me,
Right.
right? It's not like I'm forcing this to anyone.
Yeah.
Maybe my kids, yeah, I tell them, yes, let's just choose this because look at the Halloween season. It's
Yeah.
a lot of candy. Even they reward kids at school.
Yeah.
I went to we have a program in Rancho. I'm not yeah, they have it in all California is watch dad dog something like that.
Yeah.
You go volunteer at school.
Yeah.
So I went two times in the PE they reward the kids with a lot of candy
Yeah.
who win with the activities. Why you want to give them candy? What kind of
Yeah.
education is this? Giving kids candy for winning?
Even the school is corrupted now
Yeah,
nowadays. Yeah.
it's not like corrupted. They are not aware, and
Mm.
they take the easy route.
Yeah.
Okay, bring fruit
Yeah.
is easier, is better.
Yeah.
Bring fruit. If you don't want to bring fruit, give them something else. Points,
Yeah.
stars. Put a
Wo-
star here is much better. It's
yeah.
more meaningful
Than
than
affecting your body. Yeah.
yeah than the candy and sugar, sugar, sugar. And there's a lot of study with every three kids. I guess there's two with diabetes, or
Yeah. Yeah.
so it's not some. It's dangerous. So
But how do you keep yourself aware of these things? Like how do you do
s-
it personally? Because I know everybody's different.
I always now, if I'm okay,
Yeah.
if we go outside now and there's an option to drink water
Hmm.
and option to drink soda or beer,
Yeah.
I go, this is pain or pleasure,
Yeah.
right? So I ask this simple question,
Yeah.
pain or pleasure?
Hmm.
And it's with 5-second decision,
Hmm.
right? If I look at the soda and I want it and I see water, I see no, soda is pain. I don't want pain. I want the pleasure.
The
I want
pleasure.
the truth.
The healthy. Yeah. The
Yeah,
truth.
this is
Yeah.
the real pleasure. That the happiness comes from water, not from soda. Soda, your body gonna process the sugar and this and that, and it's not gonna help me, right?
Yeah.
And again, it's not like to live in the extreme and judge yourself for doing something. Judging the self is the worst thing a
Yeah.
human can do. No, but I need to start to from somewhere.
Yeah, but that's good because you can see it like as a true or false or
Yeah,
whatever. A true
true
or
or
false.
false.
Because the way I look at business is different. Obviously, I can relate to this, but like the way business is, like, is it an asset or liability? And that's why I do my decisions. So same
Hmm.
thing with the self awareness.
Right.
Is it gonna be good for my body? No. Okay, then I go with the right decision.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same thing with other things in our life,
Yeah.
right? If you want to sit and watch TV,
Right.
what kind of movie you want to watch? You want to watch a
Mm,
documentary that educate your mind about something and then tell the kids about it, or you want to watch action movie and killing and this and that, or you want to
yeah.
watch a drama movie with a lot of pain and no, it's what we do,
Yeah.
right? In what state we are. This is I learned from Tony Robbins, and I'm gonna share it with you. It's the decisions. It's not the condition that shape our destiny.
Yeah.
It's the decisions we take.
Right.
So it's always the decision. And look at it. If you take a good decision now, then you take good action after it,
Right.
right? You decide something now, like, okay, you decide tomorrow, Sunday morning, I'm gonna go hiking,
Yeah.
right? That's a decision. Then you go take action, right? Then you will get the results. Everything in life based on this,
Yeah.
right?
Makes sense.
So the decision, if it's a good decision, you get good, you do the good action, you get good results. If it's a bad decision, you do the bad action
Yeah.
and get bad
It's
results.
like if you're drinking and then you
Same
overdrink,
thing.
bad results. Next thing, hangover.
Yes.
Yeah,
So what's behind the decision now?
yeah,
So what makes you take this decision if it's good or bad? It's your state you are in.
mm.
And when we say the state you are in, it's the moment at what energy you are.
And who are you surrounding yourself with as well?
Yes.
Yeah, because if there's people like drinking,
Yes.
and then you're already a drinker, even though you want to change, you got to be more powerful than just taking the drink
100%.
and
So
thinking.
the state you're in,
Yeah,
it affects your decisions, right? Okay, what affects the state?
what affects the state?
Yes.
The
So
way you think.
No, your
Uh,
emotion,
your emotion.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
So if you're in a lousy state, you
Mm-hmm.
take lousy decision.
Yeah.
If you're in a good state, you take good decisions. So we have to go to the emotions. So how to change, and when we say emotions, it's the energy
Mm-hmm.
in motion,
Okay.
right? When we say emotions, it's energy inside our body, it's in motion, right? That if it's high or low,
Yeah.
like I can talk to you right now and tell you, hey, my name is Rami
Yeah.
and I do this is very low energy, and
Yeah.
I can tell you, hey, my name is Rami and I'm here to talk with you about
Yeah.
some beautiful things. And it's the state I am in will affect my decision. So I
Mm.
learned this from Tony to everything. Most of the things that I learned from Tony, I'm doing business mastery, and I'll soon, hopefully, I'll finish Leadership Academy with his program. There's something called the triad,
Mm-hmm.
is how to change your state.
Triad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Is it
the
an acronym
Trinity.
or
It's
no?
like the Trinity,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's if you want to change your state to get in a better state, you have to change your physiology.
Mm-hmm. How do you change that?
You move. It's
Okay.
energy, it's
Yeah.
emotion, it's energy in motion. If
Yeah.
you move your body, you're moving your
Yeah. This.
energy,
Yeah.
right? So if you move, make some movement,
Yeah.
this will start to change your state, and you change your focus, what you're focusing on, right? So first you change your physiology, then you change your focus. If you
Mm-hmm.
focus on anger, you're
Yeah.
gonna stay angry.
Yeah.
If some right now, if I'll tell you something make you angry, if you keep focusing on what I said,
Yeah.
you're gonna stay angry, right? But if you change your focus, you turn and talk to someone else, right? Then you're changing your focus.
Man, that makes total sense.
Hmm.
Because back before, when you're younger and then someone does something to you, I'm gonna get back to him. And
Yes,
then you're
and you
thanking
put it
about it.
ahead.
How am I gonna
Yes,
do it? How am I gonna do it?
right,
Yeah. And
right.
then, but now as adults, and you're thinking like as a married man, you're like, okay, I gotta stay happy, energetic, and be different.
Yes. So
Mm,
there's the third
makes
thing.
sense. Yeah.
The third thing
Yeah.
is the meaning we give to things.
Yeah.
For example, we come through an experience in life. What meanings we give to it, it becomes. If I am walking inside a store, right, and there's a lady wanna come in, and
Yeah.
I open the door for her, she can give it a meaning that I'm a gentleman,
Hmm.
right? That I opened the door for her. Or she can give it a meaning that I am a guy, talk about that women's are not strong enough to open the door, right? It's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
meanings we
Yeah.
give to things,
Yeah.
right? So the state is affected by these three things. If you change them instantly at the moment, okay, something happened, then you change, you go move, change your body,
Hmm.
then change your focus
Hmm.
and the meaning. Say, okay, what other meaning I can give to this?
Hmm.
Why this appeared in my life? And to be honest, there's nothing is coincidence. Everything happened in our life is based on, it's not coincidence.
Yeah.
It's meant to be
It's not by
there.
mistake.
No,
Yeah.
no, no,
No.
no, no.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yes, to teach us something. And this
Yeah.
is part of our spiritual journey or spiritual game, whatever you want to call it, you can call it, right?
Yeah.
We here to experience something, to learn something.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're living in a lot of separation. Okay. We need to step out of this separation. We need to see ourselves at one,
Yeah.
right? Because look,
What do you mean yourself by saying by be yourself and see yourself as one?
okay, if I grew up in Middle East,
Yeah.
okay, the first box I was put in is my family, that I'm related to this family, my
Yeah.
family name. This is the first box.
Yeah.
And when I say box, it's like a fence. I'm from
Mm.
this family, right?
Yeah.
My name is Rami, and Raidan is the first box, as I belong to this family.
Yeah.
The second box is the hometown
Yeah.
that I am from.
Yeah.
Actually, the second one is the religion,
Okay,
because
that
this is
really.
more important for
Yeah.
everyone. Oh, the
Yeah.
religion.
The
I belong
religion.
to that religion.
Yeah.
The third box, maybe the town,
Hmm.
then the city, on the, then the
Yeah.
country,
Right.
then my skin color,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Then
The race.
the race, then the ethnic. I don't know what
Yeah.
they. There
Yeah.
is a lot of boxes, and we start to see, when we look at others, we see the boxes too,
Yeah.
right?
You see the outside.
Yes, and
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I'm Middle Eastern. This is American. This is Chinese. This is
Yeah.
the beautiful of United States is look at every neighborhood,
Yeah.
right? You see all people from all over the world
Yeah.
are living in the same neighborhood, right? My neighbor is Italian, then Vietnamese, then Mexican, then Chinese, then
Mhm.
Russian,
Yeah.
all over.
Yeah.
Why? Because the founding fathers of this country know about being one,
Yeah.
know about this knowledge, about the awareness
Yeah.
that at the end we're all one. We're we're one soul
Hmm.
living in different spirits.
Mm.
This is God.
Yeah.
God is everywhere in everything. It's not just related to a religion. Religion, okay. Jesus came with love, right? But
Yeah.
he didn't create Christianity.
Yeah.
Prophet Muhammad came with the peace,
Yeah.
and he didn't create Islam. Same thing with the Buddha, right? these these prophets, and this is, again, this is my based on my experience after digging a lot with a
Yeah.
lot of books, and I have a background from Christianity. I'm from the mountain where Jesus first time talked to God.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm from that point, and
Yeah.
we go there hiking, and the people go hiking there every year,
Yeah.
and they are building a church there,
Wow.
in that mountain. It's in Mount Haramun,
Yeah.
and that mountain is between uh, Lebanon and
Yeah.
Israel.
Yeah.
So they share the same mountain,
Wow.
right? So, anyways, I don't want to go now into the other part of politics or something like that. So, religions are like a school to
Hmm.
teach us about God,
Hmm.
but we have to graduate from them. We cannot stay. You can't stay in this eighth grade for forever, right? We have to graduate. It's just a temporary um, place to learn, educate ourselves about our creator.
Right.
But when it's more than that, put you in a box, that means it's calling you for separation.
Right.
And it doesn't help. And this is the problem in the world: separation, fights. You're from here, I'm from there. You believe in that, I believe in that. No, look at our body.
Yeah.
Start with the main body. Who created this body?
Hmm.
How this body has been created, our existence. Then you will find the five elements behind this,
Yeah.
behind everything exists.
So, what
And
are the five elements?
yes, this is my question. Have you
I
ever
was gonna
learned?
ask you. I wrote it
Have
down.
you ever learned in school about five elements, or hear anyone talk about?
A little bit, but not quite. Can you explain a little bit about it? Elaborate a
Yes,
little bit.
five elements are everywhere,
Yeah.
right? It's our existence. The universe itself is based on the five main elements, which is the water, the fire,
Hmm.
the earth. And when we say earth, it's like the soil and the
Yeah.
sand. All right. Then the earth, fire, air, ether,
Hmm.
and water. These are the five elements. And look at yourself now. What
Yeah.
do you breathe,
Air.
right? And your fire, your temperature,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
fire. And what do you eat from earth,
Earth. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Whatever comes from the dirt. Yeah.
Yes. And 72% of your body is what? Water,
Water.
right?
Yeah.
And then the ether is your mind.
Yeah.
When you close your eyes right now, you can imagine yourself on the moon or at the beach, right?
Yeah. Anywhere. Yeah,
So that's the
imagination.
ether.
Hmm.
The ether is the fifth element that also Einstein said about it, that it's everything. They said this is nothing. This is the space between you and me.
Hmm.
They say it's nothing, right?
Right.
It's empty. But no, this is everything. This is the ether that holds everything and contains all
Mhm.
the information
Right.
that go through the soul, right? So we are like receivers, our brain like receiver
Yeah.
collect information from the ether. The
Wow.
more you level up in
Yeah.
consciousness, the more you are able to download different information.
Yeah.
It's like resonating with the ether.
Yeah. So it's like, is it connected like to meditating, like the ether, because you're like connected?
Meditation is one of the tools that you can do. Meditation is not something like praying or something. It's just a tool you
Yeah.
can do to let the mind rest,
Right.
because the mind always busy processing information,
Mm-hmm.
worrying about something gonna happen or blaming about something happened in the past. This is
Yeah.
the mind always processing data, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
thinking. And nowadays we're living in a lot of fear because of the mind, and the mind is always
I was
active
working. Yeah.
because of the social media, and you see a lot of things. Like, if you look before 100 year ago, if there's a town inside a mountain, okay,
Yeah.
and they are living in peace, and there's war in 200 kilos away from them, do they know?
No.
They stay living in peace,
Yeah.
day by day, moment by moment, right? But nowadays, if something happened in China,
Mm-hmm.
right? At the same moment, you're here, and it's affecting you.
Yeah.
It's affecting the market, the
Yeah.
trade market, affecting everything,
Yeah.
and it brings you more fear. So now people are living in a survival mode
Right.
because they are disconnected from the true self. They are running after the material only. Okay, we're here in the material world. I know, and I believe in that. And every one of us living in the material world, right?
Yeah.
We're here physically, but there's a meaning for our existence other than living in fear, living in the mind.
Mm-hmm.
When when you're in your head, you're dead. That's what Tony also said. You're in your head, you're dead, because the mind
Yeah.
thinking always. So you need to take a break
Yeah.
and put the mind into a rest by doing meditation, by connecting to the true self.
Mm-hmm.
By, when you say meditation, you can go to the nature
Right.
and look at the birds and the trees and how nature work together.
Yeah.
They don't need a mind,
Yeah.
right? They don't need a mind because they are resting. They are being there,
Yeah.
right? The bird can live for 4,000 miles, right? He doesn't know that there's food there. How do they go? By counting that there's God
Mm-hmm.
have food for them. And if we start to think this way, everything start to change in our life. It's all about how we can live our life.
Yeah.
Okay? So the five elements are there not to worship them, just to be aware that we exist from them. And if you look wider, the five elements, if you look at
Yeah.
the sun is the fire, right? And the moon is the water,
Yeah.
and the earth, so you go bigger, right? The fire is the sun, and the moon is the water, because water,
Yeah.
moon and water, this is how the water goes, the tides and the, you know because of the moon, the what they call it in English, the gravity.
The gravity. Yeah.
Okay, then you go to the universe. So we're not only here.
Yeah. So that's a meaning here, but it has
Yeah,
a different meaning up
there's
there.
something bigger,
Bigger.
and all this information came to humans, to, like, you can go, there's a reference by looking at the hermetic laws,
Yeah.
and they call it the emerald tablets. The emerald tablets have all the information about our existence,
Yeah.
about all this information, and the alchemy and the five elements and our purpose and why we're here.
The emerald tablets.
Emerald tablets.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a book, there's a beautiful book, I forgot the author name. I have the book, and it talks deep about it.
Yeah.
So I want to give you an example. I forgot.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
How do you stay connected to your true self? Is it the same way as you were talking about? Like you, because you mentioned that when you start meditating and then you start connecting yourself to your true self and
Yes,
yeah,
doing meditation
yeah,
is one of the things. Just doing meditation and also doing be like appreciation,
yeah.
right? Appreciate everything you have, appreciate everything happen, appreciate your clients, your
Mm-hmm.
family, your father, mother, even if you don't talk to them,
Yeah,
just appreciate them because everything happened in your life for a reason, and
yeah,
life happened for us,
yeah,
right? It's everything happened to teach us something. So when you live in appreciation, then that means you're not complaining.
yeah,
If you That means you're not to blaming, right? If you don't go to the past, live in the past, when you
yeah.
go to the past, that you are blaming something, you don't like it, something happened in the past and you blame it, and this will affect you because look at it that way. You're blaming something happened, that means you're not accepting, and everything existed because God wanted to exist. So when you're not accepting, who's you're fighting?
Yourself. Yeah,
God,
yeah,
right? You're fighting
yeah,
something existed by God
yeah,
and yourself at the end.
yeah.
So this is one of the thing. So how to go more into that true self when you're dealing with people?
And how do you start meditating though? Like when do you do it? Is it in the morning,
I do
night?
morning and night, morning and
So
night.
you do it twice a
Sometimes,
day.
yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes I skip, but
How do you start it?
how I start meditating?
Yeah, is it like in a, I don't know, like a quiet environment?
Yes,
Is it with
sometimes
the
you
lights
can start
off?
always with a guided meditation. It's much easier.
Yeah.
Nowadays on YouTube, you can find a lot of guided meditation. You can find something that resonate more with the true self because there's meditation. Here's the thing: there's a meditation that people they do to attract,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like repeating something to attract something. This I'm not talking about this. When
Yeah.
I say meditation is more to connect to the true self, to be
Mm-hmm.
quiet with yourself, not to make the mind think about anything.
Yeah.
And in order to achieve that, you can use the mantra
Mm-hmm.
while meditating. Mantra, when we say mantra, is when you repeat the same thing
Mm-hmm.
over and over, over and over to keep the mind not from working.
So give me an example.
I'll give you an example. One of the meditation I do
Mm-hmm.
for from Sadhguru.
Mm-hmm.
Sadhguru is one of the people on earth that he's very enlightened,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
helping thousands of people. So one of his meditation is you sit, you
Yeah.
focus on the breath, the more you breathe, you
So
always
do you sit
start.
on the ground on a
You
chair?
can sit on the ground, you can sit on the chair.
Yeah.
There's no sacred rules for that,
Yeah.
right? You are whatever you want to do. Just
Right.
it's not like you're directed to is
There's no
restriction.
rules.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's you with yourself,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So be free with yourself, but it's more to have the your back as straight line
Has to be straight.
because we're connected to the gravity
Yeah.
of earth and we need to be aligned like that, so we have our chakras aligned together. And when
Yeah.
we say chakras, there are seven main chakras. There's like 140 chakras in our
What is
body.
chakras?
Chakras are energy points,
Mm.
and when we say energy points, it's like energy circle
Yeah.
that are main in our body, and
So
we're
our
all
body has energy points.
yeah.
Okay.
We have more than 72,000 energy field.
Wow.
Yes, it's we're all
Yeah.
energy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm talking here physics. I'm not just
Yeah.
talking like theories from like spirituality. No, no.
Yeah.
We are like we are energy. Again, everything on earth came from the five elements.
Yeah.
Everything, even this plastic,
Yeah.
right? It came from the five elements. It
Yeah.
used the fire, it used the earth, it used the air,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Yep.
everything exists comes from the five elements. I wanna before going to the meditation, I wanna tell you something.
Yeah.
Everything start with a thought.
Yeah.
Look about this microphone.
Yeah.
Someone thought about it, right?
Yeah.
And created it. So the thought, then the energy, he put energy into it,
Mm-hmm.
then it came to the material world.
Yeah.
Everything, everything, this phone, someone thought about the idea, it started with a thought,
Yeah.
he put energy in it, then it became into the physical world. It
Yeah.
became a phone, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah. So when we say energy points in our body, there the main 7 points are chakras, energy point, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
We start with the root chakra,
Yeah.
is the base one. It's by the end of the what they call it in English. Our
I don't know.
oh my god.
Uh,
So
Which
it's
the
where
lumbar?
no our spinal
Oh,
cord.
spinal
Thank
cord.
you. Yeah.
Okay.
So by the end of the spinal cord,
Yeah.
that's the root chakra.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I have a note about them here. I'll show you quickly.
This is so interesting.
Yeah, and these are beautiful. If I tell you about each one of what's responsible
Yeah.
for, okay? So the root chakra, okay, it's responsible. They call it the root,
Yeah.
and it's responsible about energy, stability, comfort, and safety. It's
Yeah.
the I am. It's your root, your
Yeah.
base. Okay. The second chakra is the sacral chakra.
Mm-hmm.
Sacral chakra is uh, below the belly point, and it's responsible about sensuality, sexuality, pleasure, and sociability.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I feel. So there's the I am,
Mm-hmm.
then the I feel, this
Mm-hmm.
second
That's
chakra.
how I feel.
Yes. Then the solar plexus chakra, which is here, the like the tummy
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
And this is responsible about strength, personality, power,
Mm-hmm.
and determination. This is the I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
The action.
Yes. Then there's the heart chakra.
Yeah.
Heart chakra is the fourth chakra.
That's the
And this
healthy.
is the acceptance, the love, compassion, sincerity, and it's the
It's
I love.
the emotions.
Yes,
Yeah.
the love, the
Yeah.
unconditional love, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's not like the uh sensual
Yeah.
love, the sexual love. It's the unconditional love, the love for everything,
Yeah.
right? Not just
Yeah. The other one is more like the pleasure, and this is more like the love. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
true love.
Yeah.
So we started with the I am,
Yeah.
I feel, I do, then I love.
Mm-hmm.
Then the throat chakra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 5. Throat chakra is communication, expression, creativity, and inspiration.
Mm.
It's where your voice come
Yeah.
from the throat chakra. Okay, and it's the I talk.
Yeah.
Okay, then the third eye chakra. Okay, and this is where the meditation and the trust and the vision. It's the I see.
Yeah.
And when we say I see, it's your vision. It's not something like you see right now.
It's more
It's
like in the
yeah.
mind.
Yes,
Yeah.
and this is they have a lot of videos about opening the third
Imagination.
eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more the seeing the true self
Yeah.
more and the be aware, the
Yeah.
awareness.
The awareness.
Yes. Then the last one is the crown chakra, and the crown chakra is the I understand.
Yeah.
It's for knowledge, consciousness, fulfillment, and spirituality.
Mm.
So each one of this
Yeah.
responsible about something, right? So people, most of the time, they have a blockage
Yeah.
in their energy field. For example, if I was raised in a house that my mom, she doesn't make let me speak, or my dad doesn't let me speak while we're eating. If I want to say something, you quiet, don't speak, don't talk.
Yeah.
Or the teacher, you're not allowed to speak. And there the chakra, the energy will block
Yeah.
in the chakra, and this will affect me all my life
What do you
until
think is that?
Hmm?
What do you think is it blocks your
Because
whatever it is?
okay, there's a force of energy came from that outside,
Yeah.
told me not to speak, and I wanted to speak something, and
Yeah.
you didn't allow me to speak.
Yeah.
So the energy blocked.
Yeah.
I didn't speak. I didn't get it out.
Yeah.
So what will happen? This problem will stay in my
Mm,
throat, tracing me all the time
yeah.
until I go deep.
And
And this
unblock
is
it.
what they call it trauma, healing
Yeah.
from trauma.
Also, that's the heal. Yeah,
Yes,
that's where it's
that's
come
the
from. And I was gonna
yes.
get to that. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is when you are, and imagine
Yeah.
how many traumas a person can collect.
A whole bunch.
Yes. For
Bullying.
example, a sexual abuse, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
This happened a lot of times and with a lot of people, and they don't talk about it. And would it will affect their life from the time it happened with them, and they grow big, 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 big,
I mean,
and it will
everybody has
bring them.
traumas.
Yes,
Yeah.
everyone, we're here
Yeah.
to clear them. Anyways,
Yeah.
like in depth, we're here to clear our traumas,
Yeah.
and they call it karma.
Yeah.
They call it karma. So in depth, it's it's more the soul choose the family,
Yeah.
all right, and it choose the area to born in, so it can clear itself from the traumas.
Right.
This is more in depth. I don't want to go that
Yeah. It's
right.
advanced at best.
Yeah, yeah. So I want to just talk about yeah, the traumas happen when since like we were born,
Yeah.
right? Whatever we collect from the surrounding, things happen with us. It block the energy in our chakras.
So how do you unblock it?
You do healing.
Yeah.
You go most of the time. There's a lot of different ways, but
Yeah.
the best way is to go deep to that incident. For
Mm.
example, if I was 10 years old and my dad or someone uh, told me not to speak, and
Right.
I was ready to speak and share something, and they told me, hey, you be quiet, your
Mm-hmm.
voice is not good or something, and I listened to them. I
Yeah.
didn't fight it that day. Then it will stay inside of me, right? And it affect me from speaking in public, or it will affect me from speaking in high school or in
Right.
any event. So I'll be that quiet guy that I don't want to speak, and I'm
Yeah.
afraid of speaking, and I will forget that. Most of the time people forget the incident,
Yeah.
forget about it, until they decide to heal and see what's behind this. Why I'm not, it's always start within.
Yeah.
Why I'm not that, right? Why I'm not able to speak. I love to speak. Why I'm not able to speak. When you start to ask deeper questions,
Yeah. You're
right?
getting answers.
You will get deep answers then
Yeah.
when you can solve the problem. But if you live on the scratch and say, nah,
Okay,
this
but let's say you find the problem.
you find the
So
problem.
what do
So
you do there?
if you work with a coach,
Yeah.
what you do is you make a session,
Okay.
and that session you start it with meditation usually. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because you want the mind to rest.
So how you heal with the meditation?
Yeah, so meditation, it makes you, it puts you in a state, in a certain state,
Yeah.
right? So for example, I start the meditation. Yeah, I didn't continue how to do the meditation, how I do it.
Yeah.
So I start with deeper
Yeah.
breath,
Yeah.
right? Mainly 3 times deeper breath. You can
Mm-hmm.
do more, but main, you start with the breathing out to get all the air
Mm-hmm.
inside your lungs out,
Right.
right? Like,
Yeah.
and your tummy goes in,
Yeah.
right? Then you close your mouth and breathe from your nose in.
Yeah.
You fill, you breathe from your belly, not from your lungs.
Yeah.
You fill your belly to expand.
Mm-hmm.
Then let it out. Then 3 times, in and out 3 times. And when you have more energy, then you relax and set the intention. Setting the intention is the most powerful thing that you can do.
Yeah.
You set the intention. I'll talk about this later. Setting the intention that I want
Yeah.
to heal from this trauma. Then the healer or the coach or whoever dealing with you, they will tell you to go to that incident, remember it.
Yeah.
what happened, and feel the emotion. Let
Mm-hmm.
the emotion come out. Okay, most
Yeah.
of the traumas there because the emotion are not out. They are still in
Inside.
the inside,
Yeah.
right? We didn't let them to go and express themselves. And this is where the dark side, and this is what they call shadow work. If you
Yeah.
hear about the word,
Shadow work.
I'm doing shadow work.
Yeah.
Shadow work is to go deep inside and see
Yeah.
where you have pain and let it out and
Yeah.
go to the surface to the light. So it can transform from dark to light.
Yeah.
So these emotions are not happy emotion. They are pain, right?
Yeah.
You have to accept that pain
Because usually you don't want to
and
remember.
love. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
want to,
Like,
you keep
yeah.
ignoring.
It's
No.
painful. Like, yeah.
Yes, let that pain come
Yeah.
and use the heart chakra
Yeah.
because it's love
Yeah.
and love is unconditional.
Mm-hmm.
And use the heart chakra to get this
Mm.
pain and hug this pain. Feel like you're hugging yourself
Yeah.
during that time. This
Yeah.
is so powerful,
Yeah.
you know? So, this is how you heal from traumas most of the time. There's a lot of different ways, but this is what
But
I
this is
learned.
really interesting. Like, you go to meditation, you breathe 3 times,
Hmm.
and then you set the intention to
Set
go
the
back to
intention.
the pains,
Hmm.
and then you embrace them
Embrace
with
them
the
with love and let
with
it be, let it come. It's okay. And sometimes the effects of this will last the whole day.
yeah.
It's fine.
But what about regular meditation? Like, what do
Regular
you?
meditation is,
Because this is a meditation to heal,
yeah.
and that's really important because that's something new I
No,
learned.
I use the meditation to go into the healing process. I don't do meditation to heal. I use the meditation to set myself
Mm-hmm.
to the healing process. You can do meditation like I do. I told you about the app. I do every like
Mm-hmm.
1 hour. I take 3 minutes just to deep breath to
Mm-hmm.
relax and put myself in a good state.
Right.
You know, and I start my day with meditation. Sometimes, if I have time, I can do 2 hours. When I go to the mountain,
Mm-hmm.
I go to there's a river
Right.
where I put myself inside the water in the cold. I don't
Yeah.
care, and I meditate like for hour and a half.
Yeah.
I love it.
What do you
I
think about
Nothing. This
nothing?
is the beauty of it.
Yeah.
It's when
What
you
is going through your mind in an hour and a
nothing.
half?
When something come, I start to do like yeah, Sadhguru. I was telling you about Sadhguru meditation. One of them is you keep repeat the mantra of I am not the body, I am not the mind. I
Mm-hmm.
am not the body, I am not the mind. You keep repeating it until you go into a state that you and feeling
Yeah.
you never felt it before,
Yeah.
and so beautiful and so true. And this is when you're connecting to the true self, and you will not notice how many minutes you're there.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful part of it. So
Yeah.
I'll tell my wife or my kids, okay, don't like if you call me and
But
I
you
don't
don't go to sleep.
answer.
You're
No,
awake.
no, you're not
Yeah.
sleeping,
Yeah.
and you're not also aware
Awake.
of awake of
Yeah.
you're in between. There's science also. If you can look at there's the the theta waves, and there's a lot of things, but I don't do the science part of it because I'm more look okay, it's
Yeah.
science at the end. Science and spirituality are one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, before they separated psychology and science and spirituality, but now they are one, and no way to separate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everything came from the five elements, and the five elements are the energy that created everything, and everything created from one creator, God.
Yeah.
And God is with everything. Not is God is not is just a book or a religion. God is in everything, in the animals, in the planets, in the air we breathe, in the sun. It's everywhere.
All over the place. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the universe. It's I I look at like since I was 10.
Yeah.
Okay, I always think that we are humans, same like the cells in our body,
Yeah.
right? So you have cells, you have the muscle cells, the nerve cells, you have the white blood cells, you have the other cells, right?
Yeah.
We are the same on earth, playing the same role. And the earth is also a cell in the universe of bigger, right?
Yeah.
But the consciousness is what God is. Um, present like God is like consciousness
Yeah.
and the awareness of this.
That's amazing. I mean, it's a lot to process, you
Yeah, a lot to
know.
process, right?
Yeah.
But there's always a start to do things, right? When you can start just from
So
asking
yeah.
deeper question and to change. Always start with deeper question,
So
different questions.
so how do we get started? Like, how do I get started into all of this? Like the meditation process, the healing, like all these things. Like, where do you start? What's the starting
I
point?
guess you can start by having a daily habits of doing meditation and set the intention. One of the things that setting the intention different
Mm-hmm.
from hoping and it's different from wishing.
Right.
Okay. If you if I am sitting in an office and you're passing by my office and you hear me saying, "Oh, I wish I can climb this mountain."
Yeah.
Okay, you will see, like you will notice, okay, this guy can't climb that mountain. He's wishing for it or
Yeah.
hoping for it. But if you pass by my office and you hear me saying, I'm setting the intention, my intention is to climb this mountain,
Yeah.
that mean I have the power.
Yeah.
I'm putting the intention that I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not hoping for it and I'm not wishing for it to come.
Yeah.
I'm setting the intention to do it. So everything start by setting the intention. And remember, always it's the decisions that shape our destiny. It's not the conditions.
Yeah.
Whatever conditions comes in, market crash, problems happen, a lot of stories happen in our life,
Yeah.
but it's always the decision that we take after that conditions
Yeah.
that shape our destiny. You know?
Wow.
Yeah. So that's about it.
Nice.
So meditation, start with meditation, make it a habit, and set the intention to connect to the true self.
Hmm.
Then sit more with yourself to see what limited beliefs that you have, okay, that not make like you feel you're not able to do. Like
Yeah.
you want to do something and you're not doing it, but it's still in your head.
Right.
And what's not making me do it? Start to ask this, then you can go to the trauma
Hmm.
side from within and
Yeah.
see what's holding you. Yeah.
How often do you do it? How often do you meditate? And how
Every
long?
day, every day,
Every day.
every day. And
Yeah.
now my
Is
son
it for an
is
hour?
and sometimes for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can do it for it depends how you feel you want to do it
Yeah.
and if you have time for it, but it's a must.
Yeah. It's a must.
It's
Yeah.
it's
It's a
charged the
non-negotiable.
whole day. Yeah,
Is that how you stay motivated?
yeah, I'll put myself in this state every day.
Hmm.
And there's another thing it called, I learned it also from Tony Robbins, power hour.
Hmm.
It's incantation.
Yeah.
Incantation is not like affirmation you keep repeat something and you affirm it to yourself,
Yeah.
but incantation is embody something that you want. So I go for a walk every day. I take my kids to school walking
Yeah.
most of the times, unless if it's raining like crazy, we go by the car. But I walk them to school. Then I start doing my incantations.
Yeah.
Incantation is when you talk to yourself, people will say you're crazy, but it's fine, right?
Yeah.
You say, you can start by, I start by doing uh, appreciation for my mom, dad, brother, sister, then my family, my kids, to appreciate
Yeah.
everyone. Then I start doing uh, every day in every way. I'm feeling stronger and stronger, so I embody it while walking. And
Yeah.
there's a way. This is scientifically proven from. Uh, I forgot the university. They did some research with Tony
Yeah.
Robbins about the breath pattern that you do while walking.
As well.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
you do four in and four out.
Yeah. When you're walking.
Yes.
Yeah.
You walk and you do this pattern of workout with your breath. It's four in, you tap your fingers
4 times.
four times, then four times.
Yeah.
Okay? So
Yeah.
I do it every day.
Yeah. When you're walking.
Every day, every
Yeah.
day. And while doing this,
Yeah.
you can do the incantation in
Hmm.
your head, like every day in every way, I'm feeling better and better. Yes. And
Like
you confirm it.
synchronizing it. Yeah.
Yes. Every day in every way, I'm feeling stronger and stronger. Yes. I'm feeling happier and happier. Yes.
Yeah.
And you confirm it yourself.
Yeah.
This, you put yourself in a
Interesting.
state, you start your day with
Yeah.
this energy.
Yeah.
Then you can say also, I do this from the audio, like yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking that I'm gonna do it like.
Yeah, and search for this
Yeah.
is really
But you're
important.
talking in your brain, or yeah,
you
right?
you can talk in your brain while you're breathing in.
Yeah.
While you're breathing out, you can say it loud,
Yeah.
like feeling better and better. Yes. So
Yeah.
every day in every way while
Yeah.
I'm doing in, then feeling better and better. Yes. Feeling stronger, feeling
Yeah.
healthier. Whatever you want to put, you tell your body what you want to be.
Yeah.
Okay. You just confirm it to your body that this is what I want. The second thing you can do also, all I need is within me now.
Yeah.
All I need is within me now. All the energy I need is within me now. You activate your power.
Yeah.
So you do this for like 30 minutes, 15 minutes, as much as you can every day. Then you can come home, do sit meditation. If you're outside in the park,
Yeah.
sit under a tree, connect, feel yourself, feel live, look at the tree, sit down, move your phone away, relax, focus on the breath work, breathe and let go everything. And this is how the meditation. You're taking a break
Yeah.
from the daily task you have, from the social media, the work, the money, the.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, because sometimes supposedly I was meditating, but it's not the same. Like it's different when you're setting an intention and you're connecting to your
Yes.
true self. It's like it's more impactful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because it's not a trend.
Yeah.
It's not something trendy. I'll do, oh, I do meditation. No, it's more like connecting to the self.
Yeah.
And one thing, we do meditation to be better in life,
Yeah.
not better in meditation.
Yeah.
Meditation is a tool.
Yeah.
It's not like to level up in meditation, to be better in life.
Hmm.
We like charging ourselves with a good state, putting ourselves in a good state, and we're acting from that state
Yeah.
instead of rushing, rushing, rushing. So we take a break, charge,
Hmm.
relax, and move forward. Yep.
And you learn all of this with Tony Robbins,
Tony Robbins
or
and
most of it. Yeah.
others. Yeah, I did a lot of research and books, and it's again, it's a self journey.
Yeah.
It's to manage your internal world in order to reflect on the external.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how do you get your family to be on the road and on the boat with you?
My kids, I
It's kind of
always,
hard to
yeah,
like.
it's
Yeah.
hard, but I tell them about the true, the higher self and the
Yeah.
lower self, especially my 13 years old. I
Hmm.
tell her, you're now in school, you're learning a lot, you're meeting a lot of people. So always
Hmm.
see them through the eyes of you're one with them.
Yeah.
We're not separated. We don't want any separation. Whatever you accept to yourself, you accept to others. So this is at this level I talk with her,
Hmm.
and I tell her, for every action there's a reaction. Whatever you put there, if you want to have the Starbucks coffee before going to school, you're not
Yeah.
gonna get anything out of it. But
Yeah.
if you have the green juice, you're gonna get this. I'll give her the
Hmm.
option, and I ask her to give me her feedback
Yeah.
because I don't want to just like father her and mother her, like,
Yeah.
I want her to tell me, ask her, hey, like, Fiona, what do you think is better, this or that? Let her say it, you know?
Yeah.
So this is how I try to tell them. I try to do meditation with her. She's busy for that. But my 5 years old, every night he want to do meditation
Really?
before bed. Yeah.
Well,
And the
maybe I can get
reason,
my 4 and my 7
I'll
because
tell you how. We have to use the leverage of other
yeah.
things, right? I tell him, if you want to have nicer dreams, you want to talk to God and ask Him
Hmm.
to have nicer dreams. And God always there listen to you. I said, okay.
Yeah.
So I tell him, if we do meditations for 2 minutes, you can talk to God to ask Him to have a nice dream. Do you want to have a nice dream? He's
Yeah.
always yes. So now when
100%.
I forget, he always, Dad, let's do meditation. I said, okay, yeah, let's do
Yeah, yeah.
meditation because he want to have a nicer dream. And little by little, he start to feel like kind of peace because what I tell him to do.
And he's only 5.
Yeah, he's 5,
Yeah.
and his sister 7. She join us.
Yeah.
Sometimes no, she's busy. She want to read.
Yeah.
But for him, 5 years old, I start with him. I tell him, uh, "Thank you, God.
Yeah.
We love you. Thank you for everything surround us." We
Yeah.
start with this sentence. It's like the opening.
Yeah.
Then I tell him to start repeat after me. Sometimes he lead,
Yeah.
sometimes I lead. Thank you, God, for the food we have, for the water we drink. Thank you for the nature. Thank you for the fruit and the vegetables. Thank you for the animals, for the birds, for the sun, for the moon, for the universe. So I'm putting him to get out of any box,
Yeah.
to look more into the world as
Mhm.
one.
Yeah.
It's not like, then I tell him
I mean,
thank you
that's
for the
amazing.
family, for the teacher, for the friends, to appreciate everyone in his life, to be at this level,
Yeah.
for cousins, for friends, for everyone. Even
Yeah.
he start to thank the toys,
Yeah.
right? So he appreciate
Thank you for
more
all the
things.
toys I
Yeah, but
have.
yeah, sometimes
Thank you
thank
for
you
all the
for the
candy.
game, for the Nintendo, for the candy. No, now he's
Yeah.
into, yeah,
Yeah.
candy. We don't like it. So yeah, this is how I deal with him, and it's a habit.
Yeah.
We start it, and the beautiful things, habits build characters,
Yeah.
right? So
It does. Yeah.
whatever you do, you become. Your habits become a character,
Yeah.
right? So he's into that more and more every day, and I can see it with him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's good because they're not gonna have any traumas when they're small. They're already starting from small. So that's really good to teach them
yeah,
how to do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this will save them time to deal with traumas, as you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So
Yeah, I don't think my family. It'll take a little bit more time for me to get them on board, but I mean, you can always start talking, like especially the smaller ones, like the 4, the 7. It's easier to get than the 16, the 18,
yeah,
and my wife.
but believe me, you when you start doing it,
Yeah,
and they see you, and they start to question it,
yeah,
and they think you're crazy.
yeah,
This is how it starts. When
yeah,
they see you every day doing it and living it,
yeah,
I'll tell you something. When I heard this about Gandhi,
yeah,
okay, there's a lady with she has a problem with her son. He eats a lot of sugar back in the days, and she heard about Gandhi that he can help people.
yeah,
So she decided to travel by train for 2 days to meet Gandhi and tell him to ask her son not to eat sugar anymore. So she took the train and went to Gandhi. After 2 days, she arrived. She went to Gandhi and asked him, Gandhi, please help me with my son. He eats sugars a lot,
yeah,
and I want you to help me with that, to tell him to stop. He looked at her and told her, come back later. I can't help you right now.
yeah,
She told him, I came through 2 days in the train and so far place, and please help us. He said, lady, please come back after 3 weeks and we'll talk. She went back, and after 3 weeks, she came
yeah,
back to him. She told him, please, Candy, help me with my son. I brought him. Help me. Just tell him he loves you a lot.
yeah,
And if you tell him to stop eating sugar, he will stop.
yeah,
He looked at the boy and he told him, boy, stop eating sugar right now. You're not going to eat the sugar from now on.
yeah,
And the boy said, yes, I'm not going to eat sugar. Okay. Then the lady asked him, she told him, why you didn't tell him this sentence before and made me
yeah,
come back?
yeah.
He told her, because before when you came to me, I was eating sugar. And I can't influence him
Yeah,
to stop eating sugar
yeah,
while I'm eating sugar,
right.
right? And it's the same thing with our kids.
Yeah.
If we want them to do meditation, we
Hmm.
need to do the meditation.
Live by
If we
example.
want them to be a good kids,
Yeah.
that's why I stopped drinking. That's why I stopped smoking.
Mm-hmm.
I used to smoke every day,
Yeah.
right? And to drink and party and this. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But if I want my kids right now to focus on reading and to have good habits, I should show them good habits,
Yeah.
right? So it all start within.
Yeah.
Then it will reflect on the outside.
100%.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Man, time flies.
yeah,
An hour
time
and
flies.
15. But
Yeah.
yeah, no. Well, any final remarks you want to throw out there?
Well,
I mean, I know
li-
this was a really, really just tiny bit of whatever you know. I know you have a lot of knowledge, and
yes.
I'm really grateful that you came here today.
I'm grateful for
But
having me. It's so beautiful. It's amazing that we can talk at this level of talking, and you have open heart, and you're focusing on the self, on the true self. It's more important for me than a lot of other subjects.
yeah,
You
no,
know,
no, this is really important, and I'm already taking action. We'll start taking action tonight.
so beautiful to hear that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
for sure. But any final remarks? Anything you
No,
want to
I
throw out
just
there?
want to say that we're all one. We're all one soul living in different bodies and spirits, and let's always activate this, especially if you're driving in traffic.
Yeah,
Like, what do you lose if you send love for everyone?
right.
Just send peace, love,
Yeah,
whatever. Like, if you look around, you see people stressed from traffic, and
yeah.
right, or people on their phone, or just send love.
How do you send that with a smile?
No, no, just intentionally.
Intentionally.
Inside of
Okay,
you, I
okay.
send love to every human around me.
Yeah.
Right? If you hear news and you feel like there's conflict, also send love.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you send love, you're accepting, you have unconditional love to things. You're not just loving what's shining,
Yeah,
right? Because this
yeah,
is the problem with the religions. They teach us to
yeah.
love what is shining, what is good, and we ignore the dark side.
Mm-hmm.
But the dark side is dark because it needs the healing.
Yeah.
It's a part inside of us that we put darkness on it. We ignored
Mm-hmm.
it,
Yeah.
and it just need to come to light. And this
Yep.
is what they call it in alchemy, when you transform iron into gold.
Yeah.
This is how the transformation happened. When you transform dark into light. And if you look at the Big Bang, sorry, the
Yeah.
Big
No
Bang
worries.
theory,
Yeah.
it's all transforming dark into light,
Yeah.
right? So
Great. So there
that's
you
why
have
I
it.
want to share. Yes.
Rami, really knowledgeable.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. Do you want to throw your social media platforms out there?
My name Rami.Raidan. So Rami.Raidan. Can follow me, text me, whatever you want to do. No
Oh, please,
problem.
please follow him.
Yes.
Really good guy.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
thank you so much for being here,
Thank you, man.
Rami.
Thank you so much.
And then he'll probably be here in the next round.
Yes, hopefully next time
Yeah.
we'll grab different subject. Thank you.
Well, thank
Thanks.
you so much for chiming in on Limitless CEO, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.